Hello everyone and welcome to our virtual class. My name is Evelina Zbancă. I'm a teacher at I-XII and today we are going to spend some time together. As you can see from the slide, we are going to pass to Unit 2, Lesson 1, and the topic that we are going to tackle today is politeness. From the textbook English for Life. Open the textbook at pages 20, 21 and follow the lesson. So, here are the clues that will help you to predict the topic of our lesson. Would you mind helping me to carry my bag? Could you tell me the time, please? Could you give me some advice? In what circumstances can you use these questions? Sure, for making polite requests. Now, today we are going to define the word politeness, discuss about politeness, comment on a quotation regarding politeness, read and discuss the text which tackles the English definition of politeness, learn some ways to make polite requests in English. So, mark true or false to the definitions of the word politeness. Politeness can be defined as behavior that is socially correct, behavior that shows care and understanding for other people, behavior of being treated with respect, good manners, showing etiquette so as not to offend others, and the way of treating others with the same respect, good manners, and etiquette. And the last one, behavior that shows rudeness, disrespect, use of bad language. So as you see, the first three are true, and the last one, behavior that shows rudeness and disrespect, is a false one. If your answers are like this, you are right. Now, what is your own definition of politeness? Write it in 2-3 sentences. Pause the video and do this independently. Now, let us enrich the vocabulary. What synonyms can you give for the word polite? Look and remember. Polite, well-behaved, well-mannered, courteous, respectful, deferential, civil. Now, I suggest doing some exercises. Answer the questions. When was the last time someone was rude to you? Maybe the neighbor was rude to you. Maybe somebody else. Reflect and answer the question. When was the last time you thanked somebody? You might have thanked your mom for a delicious supper. Who is the most polite person you know? Describe this person. He might be a friend or a teacher. Now, choose the quotation that best represents the definition of politeness. Politeness is the wish to be treated politely and to respect yourself. Politeness is half good manners and half good lying. Politeness is an expression of concern for other people's feelings. I have chosen the first one to comment. How should it be done? Politeness is a wish to be treated politely and to respect yourself. You should come with the first argument. First, when you treat somebody politely, you respect not only the others who surround you, but definitely you respect yourself. Then you should continue with the second argument, and you have to choose a linker. Second, if a person is not well behaved, he risks to be rejected, ignored. Now, you should come with an example. For example, when I am rude, I neither solve my problems nor can communicate with others, and as a result, I feel neglected. Now you should continue with the conclusion. In order to write the conclusion, you also have to choose some linkers, like to take all these into consideration, to conclude, or to sum it all up, or any other linkers. I have chosen to sum it all up. So, to sum it all up, politeness is everyone's wish and the society's requirement. Now pause the video and comment on any quotation you consider the most appropriate for defining the word politeness. Respect the given schedule. Now, reading section, please. Decide if the following statements about British people are true or false. British people are very polite. They use the words thank you and please quite often. They rarely stand in a line when they wait for a bus. If you talk to a receptionist in a hotel, you will be called sir or madam. Usually the people that live in the United Kingdom greet each other with a double kiss. And this is the text. The English definition of politeness. The British think of themselves as polite and everyone knows how fond they are of their pleases and thank yous. For instance, buying a train ticket requires at least 7 of these. Another sign of politeness is queuing. The British people stand in a line even at the bus station. Some foreigners consider that queuing is the true national British sport and not cricket or football. Take forms of address, for example. The average English person does not call a stranger sir or madam, except if he or she works in a bank, hotel, or department store. But in most European countries, this is common, polite behavior. The English you for everyone may appear more democratic, but it means that the British people need to find more complicated ways to express politeness. And of course, the English find touching, hugging, and kissing really terrifying because these types of body language are for family members and very close friends. But most Europeans find the Latin habit of shaking hands and a friendly kiss quite charming. Though, nowadays there has been a lot of influence from all media, particularly on the television, when we see celebrities greeting each other with a double kiss or hug, and the young are changing traditional greetings. Check your answers. British people are very polite. True. They use the words thank you and please quite often. True. They rarely stay in a line. Actually, they often stay in a line. If you talk to a receptionist in a hotel, you will be called sir or madam. True. Usually, the people that live in the United Kingdom greet each other with a double kiss. False. Now let us work with the text. Find in the text the antonyms to the following words: rude, locals, simple, unpleasant, the elderly. Find in the text the synonym to the following words: to consider oneself, to be in love with, to name, to cure, pleasant, especially, rather, young people, usual, for example, majority, although. Pause the slide and do this independently, then check yourself. Rude, the antonym is polite. Locals, the antonym is foreigners, right. Simple, complicated. Unpleasant, charming. The elderly, the young. Now, let us continue checking. To consider oneself means to think of themselves. To be in love with, to be fond of. To name, to call. To cure, to stay in a line, right. Pleasant, really terrifying. Especially, particularly. Rather, quite. Young people, the young. Usual, common. For example, for instance, majority, most. Although, therefore. If these are your answers, so you've done the job well. Now, let us go to speaking. Describe the situation and message of each cartoon using the information from the text. Pause the slide and do this exercise independently. Now, let us go to grammar. And today, we are going to learn how to make polite requests in English. But what a request is? A request is when we ask someone for something. Since we are asking someone for help, it is important to be polite. We must avoid being too direct. I want help. You shouldn't express yourself like this because you are unpolite and you sound rude. Pass me the salt. Unpolite way of expressing your request. You shouldn't speak like this. Can you carry my bag? The modal can is used for unpolite request. The questions are correct, but too direct and not polite. They are rude. They are to be used in spoken English. But you may question yourself how to be polite. And today I'm going to teach you how to be polite. So you can use the modal could. Could you carry some boxes? Could you give me some help? To be even more polite, you can use the word possibly. Could you possibly hold my drink? The other way to be polite is by using would you mind. Be careful. After would you mind, you should use the verb plus ing ending. Would you mind carrying my bags? Would you mind giving me some advice? Would you mind helping me? Ways of making polite requests in English, and we would continue. In order to be polite, you can also use I wonder if you could. This is the other expression. And some examples for you. I wonder if you could give me some advice. I wonder if you could help me. In order to be more polite, you can add the word possibly. I wonder if you could possibly take me to the airport. Now, if you have learned all these ways of making polite requests in English, we can go to an exercise. Study the following polite requests and ways of responding to them. Draw a smile next to polite acceptances of the request and a frown next to polite rejections. Could you carry my bag for me? Yes, of course. Could you bring your laptop with you? I'm sorry, I can't. Could you tell me what time is it? Do you know what time the museum's open? Would you mind coming with me? Would you mind helping me with the homework? Would you mind coming earlier tomorrow? If you have done all these, so you have done a great job. Now, thank you for your attention. See you soon. Stay healthy, stay safe. Goodbye.